Yeah, I just got 100 platinums recently on my PlayStation profile, so I'm gonna tier list out every game that I got a platinum for. And I'm not doing like which is a good platinum or a game that was fun to platinum. I'm rating the game themselves. So D is like not a good game, not worth talking about. C is like fine, something maybe if you're a fan of the series, I might recommend it to you, but otherwise it's like not good. B is like an average, middle of the road game, something that's like fine to play. It's good, but you know you're not telling your buds to go out and buy it. A is a good game. S is something you're in the comment section for on TikTok, like talking about it with other people. You're hoping your buddies will hop on and play it with you. You need people to talk about it with, because then you'd recommend it. It's a good game. Double S is like something everybody on like a PS5 should get. And triple S is those games that people talk about for 10 years, the ones that leave like huge impact, and everybody loves them, including myself. That's why I'd rate them that high. So I'm no particular order, I'll just go through it. Uncharted 4, yeah, good game. One of Naughty Dog's best. Yeah, I love that scene where you're in the truck and doing the chase like down the favela, and you're like hanging by the rope at the back of the truck. It's so good. There's so much to love about this game. I have Last of Us on this list, so I don't rate it as high as Last of Us. So it's like, it's up there though. No Man's Sky, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I played it back like when it first came out, so there's like no content when I played it. And I know it's better now, but I can't rate it on what I didn't play, so. Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. Valkyria Chronicles, so good. So good, but it's like that slow tactical game. I love the story. I love the combat. Great difficulty curve. I don't know where I'd put it though. It's hard to recommend to anybody, but it's one of those games where if people like see a screenshot or some gameplay, and if they're a little bit interested, they'll love it. It's maybe just like a really strong A. Jak and Daxter, legendary. One of the best PS2 games. I've probably 100%ed this 5 times in my life. I've played this so much, and with Astrobot coming out and people are like back into 3D platforming, totally I would recommend it. I think it stands tall with Uncharted 4 as like one of Naughty Dog's best games. Titanfall 2, easy triple S. It's so good. I can't say anything that hasn't already been said about TF2, but I love this game. Amazing single player, amazing multiplayer, amazing everything. FF15, oh boy. Like, it's good world building, really good characters, really good character development. I think that's why everybody likes, Prompto, and like people are into Noct and the characters of the game, but the story is not great. The combat's super flashy, but it's just not engaging combat. Yeah, it gives off like a really good vibe that other FF games don't. I love the kind of adventure you're put on with this group of guys, but no other FF game captures it. Like, it's a strong FF game in some sense, and in like all the important parts, it's a weak FF game. Not my favorite. There's other FFs on this list I like a lot better, so maybe a strong C, maybe a weak B. My Name is Mayo. Yeah, it's trophy slot. You just click on a jar of mayonnaise until you get a platinum. Street Fighter 5. Yeah, really good. I really liked it. I know people hate on it because it lost a lot of the mechanics 4 had, but it made it easier for me, even though there's a platinum for getting gold, and I struggled so much with that. I was like top rank silver, like one away from gold for so long. And I always used Balrog. But there's like one point in the game where Guile was kind of overpowered. And in those like 2-3 months of him being a little bit overpowered, I was able to get gold. And then like once I did, I'd never played the game again. But I learned so much about fighting games, and now I have no friends to play fighting games with because I'm better than them all. But yeah, it was a good game. I like it. Resi 7. Revitalized the Resident Evil name. Even though I don't know how much it really needed it, because I think 6 sold extremely well, and I really liked 5. I still haven't played 4 though, but that's another story. Yeah, super fun, super scary at times. It's a good game. Yeah, it's up there. Maybe a strong A. Yeah, maybe a strong A or a weak S. Like it's right on the edge of these two. A. Horizon Zero Dawn. At the time, I really loved it. And then just as time's gone on, I'm realizing like it's not as good as I thought it was. Super interesting story and world building, and I liked Aloy in this game. Don't get me started on her in the sequel though. Oh boy, they did not do her justice in the sequel. Really good PS4 game. It's definitely, it's hard to rank because there's some things about this game I really love. Graphics insane. It's like a distilled, perfected AC formula. Yeah, it's just after playing the sequel, I feel like I feel and look down on this game a little bit. Maybe I'm hesitant. It's on the fence between an A and a B. Yeah, we'll go A. We'll go A. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Yeah, probably like same as like FF15, right? Like it's got a good vibe. Like the theming and vibe and kind of like the central ideas behind the game are really well executed. And then it's just like boring combat and the plot is kind of whatever. Yeah. Ooh, Ratchet and Clank for PS4. I think if you have a PS4, you have to play this. I always like growing up with the PS2. I never played Ratchet. And same with PS3 because it wasn't my series. And then having the opportunity to kind of like jump in fresh on the PS4 was awesome. And then I want to go back and play all the other ones. I haven't even played the new one yet, but that's definitely on my list once it's cheap enough. It's really good. It was really fun, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a good game. Loco Roco, PSP classic. The platinum was awful, but it's a fun enough game. But like, it doesn't work on the big screen. You have to have it on the PSP. I don't know. It's such a cult classic. I want to put it B, but I think it's whatever. But I do like the music. Ooh, God of War, and this is the PS2 God of War, not 2016 or 2018, whatever. One of the best action games on the PS2, if not the best. God of War 2 in particular is so good. I like it much better than the first. Yeah, I put it above Ratchet, for sure. I just want to scream Kratos' lines from that game, man. Like, Ares, destroy my enemies, and my life is yours. Neo, oh my gosh, Neo. Like Demon Souls or Dark Souls, but with way faster and like the RPG mechanics cranked way up. Very fun game. But I can't recommend it over a Dark Souls or anything, even though I don't have a Dark Souls Platinum in this list. Yeah, it's A tier. Yeah, it's good. FF Type 0. I did not enjoy my time with FF Type 0. I don't really like any of the characters. I didn't like the plot. I can barely remember the plot. I don't know. I can't... It's so forgettable, and I played it, I guess, so long ago. I just don't remember much. Puyo Puyo Tetris. The best way to play Tetris. I love Puyo Puyo too. I feel like, unironically, this is like one of my favorite PS4 games. It's up there. For sure it's up there. You gotta play Puyo Puyo Tetris if you haven't. Witcher 3, easy SS. South Park, which South Park was this? This is Fractured But Whole. Fine. It's a fine RPG. I really like South Park, so maybe personally for me it's up here. Yeah, I had a really good time with this though. Better than the Stick of Truth, for sure. It's S or A. It's probably A tier. Oh, Snake Eater. You gotta play Snake Eater. GT7. No, this is GT Sport. Yeah, I love sim racing. I have a huge dedicated sim rig. GT Sport is an awesome sim racing game. The online experience is something I'm personally way more attracted to than the offline experience, so I dig that they went that direction. Besides iRacing, Gran Turismo is the only sim racing game that kind of offers that. They just need to go like tenfold into it, and it would have been way better, but there's only like 3 daily races, or 3 races to choose from, and the daily races are actually weekly races. Yeah, I think this is highest tier for me. Do I like it more than God of War? But it's one of those games that like Stop Killing Games would help, because it's like dead basically, right? I think that knocks it down. I think because it's kind of like that live service game, it knocks it down. Otherwise, it would be up here. Batman: The Enemy Within. It's Telltale story. It's fine. There's not much to say here. Yeah, it's fine. If you like Batman, it's like worth it, but whatever. Jack 2, not... I think I like it better than Jack and Daxter. Again, it's same with Jack and Daxter. Like, I played it so much. I've 100%ed Jack 2 more than once. It's fantastic. It really is fantastic. Gravity Rush 2, holy shit. People sleep on this game so much. It might be Triple S. Gravity Rush 2 is so good. I love Kat. She's such an iconic character. Raven, iconic. The graphics in this game are so good. Like, there's moments where you're just like parting the clouds and you see these cities in the air and you're like, it takes your breath away. I feel like people sleep on Gravity Rush 2 so bad. It's such a good game. It's up there for me. Like, it's one of my favorite PS4 games for sure. God of War 2018. I put you in S tier. You're a fantastic game, but you might be double S. Yeah, I'd put you above the original PS2 one. I would say play this, and then if you're like really into it, you can play like the origin story. Yeah, you're not as good as The Witcher. I like the Jack games better. You're definitely not as good as Uncharted 4. Yeah, you're right there. Shadow of the Colossus might be my favorite game of all time. This is the PS4 version, which is, I think, the best way to play it. I know there's probably some purists and some differences that matter, but yeah, super good. I can't say enough things about it. Like, when I think of like the games that I want to make in the future, when I'm developing games, like 90% of my inspiration is Shadow of the Colossus. And I'm so excited for his next game. Oh my god. Persona 5. Yeah, Persona 5. Triple S. I was so sad finishing Persona 5. It was like saying goodbye to some friends from high school that you're never going to see again. Like, it was so good. I'm so excited for 6. I hope they make 6 soon. Marvel's Spider-Man. Yeah, you are an S-tier game. You are fine. You're a good action game. I think people glaze it a little bit too much, but swinging around New York is fun, and the story, it ends super strong, and I think that's why people tend to glaze games when the ending is so impactful and strong. And it earns its ending too. Like, the story is well written, for sure. 80% of the opening of the game all hinges on like how fun it is to swing around New York, because you really have like no gadgets, combat's weak, like there's so many problems I think at the start of the game. If you ever go back and replay it, I think you'll find just like the beginning 2/3 of the game are kind of mid, and then like it ends super strong. That's my take, at least. Ukulele. Ukulele's fun. It's like a Banjo-Kazooie game, right? Just I don't know, kind of barren and empty worlds and a little janky. But if you can get over that, it's a fun game. But I would never go back and play it, but I would definitely go back and play like the Jack games. Life is Strange, Before the Storm. Yeah, it just pales in comparison to the original Life is Strange. I think Life is Strange was really good. And like Life is Strange, I'm putting it like an S tier. This I like a lot less. But it's definitely better than Batman. The Witness, double S. So fun. You gotta play The Witness if you haven't. It's funny how like, I know everyone probably says the same thing, but you're just drawing lines, but you can make a whole puzzle game. Like really good puzzle game about drawing lines. I definitely had to YouTube a lot of it to solve it and get through a lot of it, but hey, it was fun. Fighter Z, okay. My other fighting game love. I sunk. There's one trophy for Zenny. You have to get like 1,000,000 Zenny, and I sunk like 300 hours with the turbo controller just doing that. It was so hype when it came out. I was so excited for this game, and it was so good. I'm not a fan of the fighting games where you have to pick like 3 characters. I'd rather just pick one and learn them. In some ways, I like it better than Street Fighter V. In some ways, it's worse. But I rank them kind of probably at the same level. But like the good moments from like Evo and stuff, yeah. I don't know. This might be top tier for A. Uncharted Lost Legacy. Yeah, it's good. It's fine. I don't know. Unless you're like an uber fan of Uncharted. I think the level structure and like the openness is way better. That's like the one strong suit that this game has. Like it's kind of open-ended nature for combat encounters. But then everything else I think is worse. A tier. Dirt Rally 2.0, not as good as Dirt Rally 1.0. Definitely not as good as Gran Turismo 7. Definitely not as good as Gran Turismo Sport either. Better than the adventure games. Yeah, maybe strong B. It's fine. I like rally games. Like, they're hard and they're engaging, but I don't know, it's just missing the special something. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Yeah, it's fine. It never captures like the Symphony of the Night level of engagement from me. It's a fine game though. The Last of Us. Oh, you are up here. I gotta rearrange these triple S's. Again, one of my favorite games of all time. Obviously, they've remade it a ton for a reason. Too much, obviously, at this point, but it's so good. The gameplay complements the story so well. I love everything about this stupid game. No matter how bad they ruin the story with the HBO series, like they can't take the game away from me. Oh, Modern Warfare 2019. Yeah, super good game. Is it double S? It might be. I actually really enjoy this game. It's up there. That was a really good game, especially the everyone's favorite scene where you're like clearing that guy's house in the night. Wreckfest, fun game. Kind of similar to Dirt Rally 2.0. I'm excited for the sequel, but I can't say much about it. It was a fun game though. A Plague Tale. I am not a fan of A Plague Tale. I know a lot of people really like this game, but I found it quite boring. It went on for way too long. They could have cut the time in half in this game. F1 2019, a little bit kind of same with Gran Turismo. Except the online sucked. It's so hard to get good lobbies. You have to play League. I don't want to play League. I want they need to implement their own League system instead of leaving it up to the players. Indivisible, fun little indie RPG. Can't say too much about it. It's not super iconic or memorable, but again, it's one of those games, maybe like Valkyria Chronicles, where like take a look at it, and if you like what you see, you'll probably enjoy the game a lot. Actually, pretty good story too. It might be an A tier game. It's on the I think it's A tier, but like a weak A. Valfaris, I'm into Valfaris. Super awesome soundtrack. Good level design, fun game. I think kind of weak weapon selection is like the one thing that kind of holds it back. But they're making a sequel, and maybe that sequel's already out. But yeah, Valfaris was fun, but it's got its own problems. Oh, Death Stranding. Death Stranding was awesome. There's parts of it that are like, obviously, because it's so much of a walking simulator, really slow, and like the pacing of the game is really poor. But there's like a moment in Death Stranding where everything kind of like clicks. I don't know how to describe it, but you're like, oh, I get it. Life is Strange 2. Amongst Batman, Life is Strange. Even Hellblade's kind of in the same category. We're just like walking around doing nothing. I don't know. The brother-son thing didn't land that well for me. Yeah, I wouldn't really recommend the second game, to be honest. I'd say play the first one, and if you like the first one, Before the Storm. I'd say you could probably safely skip to A Way Out. Oh, yeah, A Way Out's fun. I got to play with my wife, and that makes it instant, at least A. Maybe even S. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I like Grand Blue Fantasy Versus a lot. I like it better than Street Fighter, and I like it better than Dragon Ball FighterZ. That's an S tier game. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Not for me. Not a fan of that game. Cities Skyline. Yeah, that's a fun city builder. It's the only city builder I think I've ever played. And yeah, it's fine. Erica. Okay, out of Life is Strange, it's worse than Life is Strange for sure. I don't know. It's like interactive movie, so it's even less interaction than all these other games, and you're kind of just picking like left and right choices and getting multiple endings out of it. Yeah, it's probably... Sorry, Erica. You're interesting, you're just not a good game. Nier, I sleep on Nier a little bit. I know people would probably put it up here, triple S, but I think the combat kind of dragged me down. Like, it's... You can kind of game the system and just have like a really easy time with combat. I don't know how to explain it other than like, I don't know. Depending, like my setup at the end, I was kind of just mashing square, and it was effective enough that I didn't have to do anything, and that really brought the game down. But then 2B is really good goon material. Last of Us 2, you are up here, man. I love Last of Us 2. Not as much as Uncharted 4, but more than the Jak and Daxter games. Are you a weak Triple S? No, it can't be, because then you're not as good as Uncharted 4. I am ranking everything against each other too. Like, there is a ranking to this. I think he sit there. I think with a like stronger plot and a better ending, and all the stuff with Joel, I'm all on board. I'm fine with what they did with Joel, but I think they could have earned it more. They like the pacing, not even the pacing. Yeah, the pacing of the story a bit, but like the ordering of the story. And I don't think it needs to be chronological to fix. I think they just need to order it better. Yakuza 0, easy S tier. Super fun game. My introduction to the Yakuza series and like Kiryu and everything. So much content. So fun. All the mini games, all the side quests, everything about this game I love. Combat, you know what? Actually, as I'm talking about it, but yeah, it's better than God of War. For sure, it's better than God of War. Yeah. Astro's Playroom. I mean, there's not much content there, but it is good. But it's like a free PS5 game, so I don't know why you wouldn't play it. Miles Morales. Miles Morales is slightly worse than Spider-Man. But better than Nier. No, you know what? I'd play Nier again. I probably wouldn't play Spider-Man again. Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, you're one of the best PS4 games. I'm so excited for Yote. If like Horizon Zero Dawn was like a distilled AC formula, but like better, I think Ghost of Tsushima is like the AC formula perfected. The one worry I have about Yote is like this does everything I want the AC formula to do without being like a bad game. I don't know how you iterate on this and do anything interesting. Narita Boy, yeah, fun little indie game. Really cool art style. Fine enough gameplay. It's just, I don't know, maybe not the best. Maquette, forgettable puzzle game. Cool little concept. I can't remember that they did anything really interesting with that concept though. I know they told a story, but I guess the story's forgettable because I forgot it. Resident Evil 2 Remake. I loved it. Are you a double S game? I never played these games growing up, so these are like my first. Same with like 7 and like 2. The first Resident Evil game I played was 5. So I don't have like that nostalgia in me that maybe makes this really high. I think it's got to be an S tier. Oh, Wipeout Omega Collection. Okay, first racing game that I gotta go double S. Wipeout is slept on so hard. The Wipeout games are fantastic. Beat Psycho, what a fun platinum. Like, it's so good. If they made another Wipeout, I'd play it. What they should have been doing is just like keep adding DLC to this. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah, you're down here. I don't like the RPG formula for AC. I would definitely tell people to skip out on it. You're better than My Name's Mail. My Name's Mail's gotta be the worst. Oh, It Takes Two. Yeah, you're up here. You might be the strongest A. Are you an S? I love how they just keep introducing new things and like changing the formula as you play. I know Way Out never really did that. But like A Way Out walked, so It Takes Two could run. And so far, so Split Fiction could fly. Because I do think I haven't finished it yet, but I do think Split Fiction's better. Split Fiction's probably S. We'll put you in A. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Fun fighting game, but like not much substance to it. But I think you're like just shy of like Street Fighter 6. Or sorry, Street Fighter 5. Story mode's kind of holding you back. But it was good. It was a good game. Yakuza Kiwami. You're not double S. For sure you're not double S. Like the story I think is as strong as Zero. However, like and the combat's good and the graphics are obviously good. But yeah, everything else is not as good. I think you're closer to a Death Stranding or a Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. You're just shy of one of those games. But I like Resi 2 better. I like It Takes Two better even. But you're definitely better than 7. Yeah, right there. Modern Warfare Remastered. Yeah, you're fine. I mean, halfway through playing this, I already thought to myself, like, why did I buy this game? I was really interested that they came with the online mode too. Yeah, you know, week B. It's not quite a C. Guardians of the Galaxy is totally slept on. This is an A tier game for sure. This is better than It Takes Two. Good story, good combat, good characters, well acted. Great character development. Yeah, I like everything about this game. This might be S tier. I like you better than Spider-Man. This is high S tier game. You know what? You might be strongest S tier. Do I like you better than God of War? I think I do. Maybe not. I'll put you something about like when I'm comparing these two. Like I do like the free roaming, swinging through New York. That just adds something to it. Death Stranding. I don't know. I'm conflicted. We went from all the way down here, all the way up here, and now we're back. I think right under Death Stranding. I think you're right in the middle. Ooh, Elden Ring. This might be like my most controversial take. No, you're not D tier. Are you double S? Are you triple S? You might be triple S. I'm just thinking like, I think I like Ghost of Tsushima better. There's something about like the level of hostility of Elden Ring's world that I don't enjoy being in it. And I know that's kind of the point a little bit. I do like how in Elden Ring, as compared to other Souls games, and this is what I did. I just grinded until like my big bonk stick could like one-shot bosses. Like I was way over leveled. That's like enough to the point where, you know, I'm like 3, 4, 5 shotting bosses instead of 100 shotting bosses, which is usually my pace in these games. I don't know if I'd ever go back. And because I don't think I'd go back, like I want to put it in A. Because like everything here, S tier, I'd definitely try again. I'd definitely play everything here again. I don't know. It can go anywhere. Like depending on the day. definitely better than It Takes Two. But like at the same time, I put it above Uncharted 4. I will say The Witness is not as good as Elden Ring. Neither is God of War 2016. Neither is the Jack games. But Last of Us 2? Yeah, I think you're high double S. Okay, people sleep on a short hike. I really do want to put a triple. It's so good, and it's like 4 hours long. It's like the perfect length. It's got a fun little, endearing story. The perfect size open world map. Just every design choice made in a short hike is spot on perfect. The perfect graphics for the perfect game. It's gotta be up there. I fucking love this game so much. I know I said the Elden Ring take would be my most controversial, but putting a short hike that high might be. Metroid 2030, not Metroid. Metro 2033. Wait, which Metro is this? Oh, this is 2033 Redux. Okay, Metro 2033 Redux. Yeah, I rank you kind of like, this is the first time I played the game. You're there with Resident Evil, you're an S tier game, you're fun. I like the slower FPS games. I Am Setsuna, decent RPG, wouldn't really recommend. Great soundtrack, okay story, kind of decent combat, but just nothing stands out. Alright, GT7. It's GT Sport, but with like more to it and slightly better everything. Like, it's gotta be S tier. I would put it above Wipeout Omega. I think I would. Again, I'm like a big sim racing guy, and I think GT7's awesome. Frankly, like, I'm not afraid to say it. The online racing's good. That's what matters most. Sackboy Big Adventure, fine. Actually slept on a little bit. It's an A-tier game. It's like at least as good as Astro's Playroom, because it's worse platforming, but like more variety and content. Oh, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I played the crap out of this too. You're right up there with the 2019 ones. I really like both these Call of Duties. God of War Ragnarok, much better. Yeah, you're up here. The Anger Boda stuff in the forest, though. That first that comes to mind that knocks you down. Yeah, you're. I like you more than The Witcher. Yakuza Kiwami 2. Same as Kiwami 1, but slightly better, I think. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Yeah, you're an S tier game. I love Tony Hawk. FF16. This is probably going to be another controversial one. FF16 is good. Okay, it's better than Nier. Like, I love the anime cutscenes. I love the big bombastic fights with like Titan and Odin, and like I love Clive and his story, and the tale of like the brothers meeting again. I think it hits way more than it misses. And yeah, there's like bad side content and like, but the combat's fun and it's flashy as hell and it's engaging, unlike FF15. Like, it fixes all the combat problems of 15. 16 plays like 15 should have. It's got like a dark, mature story. It's a good game. Yeah, I'm putting you above Automata. One Night Stand. You're like with Maquette. You're fine. Star Wars Fallen Order. Wasn't for me. I don't know. It Didn't do anything for me. B tier, Resident Evil 3 remake. Just shy of Resident Evil 2, I think. 2 is better. 3 was fun, but like way more action oriented. Callisto Protocol, people hate on it, but it's fine. Rhyme, I shed a tear at the end of Rhyme. Rhyme was good. Rhyme was good. I almost want to put it S tier. But it's just like a slow paced kind of adventure, really platform light story game, and I think Rhyme's good. It's a good game. Detroit Become Human, it's fine. People plays on it, but it's not really anything special. The thing I really like about Detroit Become Human was like the evil playthrough where you're just like letting everybody die and killing people. That was fun. And it's so much different than the normal playthrough. You're better than Life is Strange for sure in the Batman game, like these other ones. Final Fantasy 1. Yeah, all these Final Fantasies are going to be highly rated. Are you better than 16 though? I think so. Final Fantasy 2. Are you better than 16? I think so. And then 3 is better than 2 and 1. I'm okay with that. 3, 1, 2, 16. Cyberpunk. Yeah, I played Cyberpunk after a bunch of patches. Like it was years after they patched it. And they did like a big one that reworked a bunch of the skill trees and everything. So that's the one I played. And that was fantastic. Cyberpunk was a great game. Cyberpunk is definitely better than... I don't know if it's better than God of War games though. Cyberpunk's like right around here. Like the God of War, Witcher, Elden Ring, Last of Us 2, Uncharted 4. Like it's up here. I bet you with the Phantom Liberty and like all the recent patches and updates and everything, it probably pushes it up closer to here, but I think you're just under Ragnarok, I think. Spider-Man 2. I think Spider-Man 2 is slightly better than Spider-Man 1. I just like that there's more, because I think that's my complaint about Spider-Man 1 was like, you barely have anything for so much of the game, and until the ending, where you have all the gadgets and suits, and you can do more in combat, then it's more fun. And with 2 Spider-Men, like you ramp up the amount of stuff you get to do really quickly. More of New York to explore. I prefer playing as Miles as Peter. Get to be cool Spider-Man for a while. Yeah, I think the story's not as good, but I don't think that matters. I think everything else about Spider-Man 2 is better. Resistance Retribution. This is the PSP Resistance. I played it on the PS5. It was a struggle to get the platinum, not gonna lie. You're like with Final Fantasy. Like something about these like mobile games brought back on the big screen don't hit that well sometimes. Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. I really like these games. I would not recommend them to anybody. The Metal Gear theme is just stuck in my head. Yeah, Tomb Raider's better though, for sure. Final Fantasy IV. This will probably be a bit controversial. I don't like it as much. I think Final Fantasy IV is one of the weaker Final Fantasies. I just like the Cecil Dark Knight story stuff. I don't know. It just never clicked for me. So I lost the job system from 3, which I liked, and I didn't get a story in return that I enjoyed. So that's kind of why I can appreciate and understand why people like it. For me, it's one of the weaker Final Fantasy. I think you're a strong B though, or like a weak A. Astrobot. I think I like Astrobot better than. I can't be though. It's so hard. These kind of like AAA Sony games, like those character-driven action third-person shooters, they are good. Astrobot's better than Jak 2, but I think it's just under Elden Ring. FF5? Yeah, you're up here. I think I like 3 a bit better. Maybe. No, I think 5 is better than 3. And then 6 is a big leap up. I think 6 might be triple S. You're up here with Persona. 6 is so good. Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, not as good as Elden Ring, for sure. But better than God of War. It's so fun. You're tied with like Tsushima. Huge breakthrough game for China. Like the Journey to the West stuff, awesome. Combat, awesome. So much variety. I like playing as the monkey. Okay, Forbidden West. Ooh. I already made a YouTube video about how I think it's mid, so I'm not going to spend more time on it, but yeah, play One Night Stand before you play Forbidden West for sure. I don't know. I just think they just ruined Aloy's character and the story's not that interesting. Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2 is good. Space Marine 2 is awesome, actually. Yeah, you're up here. Probably a really strong S. I needed a friend to play the online mode with. That was the one thing holding it back. That's not a fault of the game. Sinless Zone 0. Yeah, you're sitting between an A and a B. It's just a gacha game full of waifus. Combat's good. Story's good. Animation and the cutscenes are amazing. That's what initially drew me to the game. But that doesn't hold you through the entire play time. Lots to do. But what you're doing is like super repetitive and you're just grinding for pulls, basically. Which sounds horrible, which means it's B. Oh, FF7 OG. FF7 OG is awesome. I loved playing this game again. This is probably like the 3rd time I played it. All the extra stuff to like help the game go faster, like the speed boost, God mode, and everything, makes it so you're kind of just like playing through the story, and you can ignore a lot of the combat, which sometimes is fine. So basically, as soon as I hit like the very first wall, I just turned them all on. I never turned them off, but that didn't really take away from the experience for me. But yeah, you're above 6. You're above 6. For sure you're above 6, but like not above Persona 5. FF7 Remake. You are... I hate the like... So much of this game, half the fucking playtime of this game, you're like shimmying through a narrow corridor so you can load the next zone. I played it and I hated the combat and that really threw me off. And then it took me like years before I went back and got the platinum. That's just how much I didn't like the combat. I'm playing the old Final Fantasies again before I'm going back to a remake. I'm playing Nier for sure again. This is maybe my most controversial opinion here, but the combat just holds it back, and like there's parts of remake I really like. There is. I think you're better than 4. And you're better than the Callisto Protocol. Better than Indivisible. think you're a weak S. I think that's where you're sitting. I think you're the weakest S on the list. Finally, Metal Gear. It shows its age now. I used to think this game held up so well, and now I think it needs some TLC. It needs Blue Point or someone to go back and just revitalize it, because it just especially all the virtual missions. Man, there's like virtual missions that repeat like 5 times, and it's just like a different weapon each time. And you're like, what the heck are we doing? That's how they pad out the content length. I'm sorry, Metal Gear. I love you as a series, but just the MGS PS1 just doesn't hold up all that well, in my opinion. I wouldn't recommend people to go back and play it any more than I'd recommend going back to the original Metal Gear 1 and 2. That's it. That's 100 games rated. Tell me what you think. What did I get wrong?